it made you have to download an app on your phone, and that's kind of irritating. So you have to play like this on the phone. You have to like, you know, go like over here. So I'm gonna
It doesn't feel right.
Yes, that's what I'm choosing.
Let's scope it out.
It's kind of not, I don't know. It's okay, like it doesn't look the best. I'm trying to grow out a mustache here, see what happens. But yeah.
Split up.
I'll take the door around back.
Graphics are good so far.
Windows mine.
Stealth mode. I'll see you in there.
I almost feel like you have to like talk into this microphone, because if you don't, then you won't be able to hear me. That's what it feels like. But yeah.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out.
This is dumb. You're playing with the phone. Like, alright, whatever. I don't like that. I mean, these are the guys that made Until Dawn, right? Why not just let me use my controller? I don't get it. I understand, like, if other players want to use their phones to play with me, that's fine, but the master player should choose, you know what I mean? Like, whether I want to play with my controller, my PS4 controller, or the phone. I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S8, so it's a good phone, but I think I should find my partner. I think that's the wiser thing to do. I'm trying to make this right here hooked up to my ear. Yeah, this microphone is a little bit closer to my mouth. Actually, I can go all the way across like this ear over here. Get to rig this thing up. Hold on. That looks very weird, but it's closer to my mouth, so hopefully.
To shoot, move your pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
I'm not going to think before I shoot. Notice.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
Oh shit, boom. I didn't think before I shot. I was like, wow.
Oh my god.
Like, I have all these big ass windows in front of me. Like, they're like door-sized windows. Like, in my face. So I'm like, yeah, it's not glasses all the way. See partner. I have my partner round. Hostage. Expendable. I have my partner round. My partners are expendable. Damn, bitch got.
The hunt for the trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
I think it's by the same makers of Until Dawn. I really hope they do another horror game, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished.
Oh, by the way, it says it has been the same Wi-Fi
This man, the so-called trapper killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. These innocent people were targeted for no other reason than to play out Jonathan Finn's sick game.
That's why I play games.
Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. Why? Because he hopes you will see him as a man, a fellow human being. But this is only another one of the trapper's clever ploys. We cannot trust this man. He has a deceitful, twisted, villainous mind, and nothing he says or does will ever change that. I therefore recommend punishment to the full extent of the law, no less than the death penalty. Thank you.
I think they should exaggerate the mouth movements, though.
Jonathan Finn, for the crimes for which you have been found guilty, I hereby sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
The real people can seem stiff too. That's why afterwards.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
Cool. I'm gonna check that out right now.
I am
Osmond
Ray
and
Weaver,
Nelson
and
responded
this
to
is The
exciting.
Crawl. Let's kick it
Jonathan
off tonight.
Finn
Our
confessed
very
to the
own
trapped
homegrown villain,
murderers
Johnny
and
Finn,
was sentenced
the
at the
Trapper.
county court.
Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole
Shows you
years.
different people.
Mr. Trapper's only got 48
who
hours
they
left
are.
on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey,
Oh,
did you know one of
deceased.
the victims? Phones are open. Caller
Yes,
1,
that chick
you're
is
on.
dead.
Hey, so...
This is done. You
yeah,
can't
man,
see what I'm looking at.
In my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. I mean, that's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
So Becky
I hear
arrested
ya.
Finn, but the
It ain't
hostage
like
was
our cops got
electrocuted.
the finest reputation, you know?
That was a choice
Look
I
at
made.
Marnie for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
I don't know if I like this whole phone thing. Not feeling it. They should give you the option. Just saying, not trying to complain. I'm just saying, video game people should give us the option whether or not we want to play with fucking phones or a controller. You know, I thought it was just the phones for the other players, honestly. And I might do it. You know, I should have her play with me, so she. I don't know what other players do.
Good morning, everyone.
Have my fiance play.
Caught another pair of John Does this weekend.
No, I'm just kidding. Not topless, but.
We're quickly racking up red
Maybe-
names on this
maybe
board,
cleavage.
and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
Just put Marnie the Magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective Calvary, I pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
Acting's alright, not too bad. Looks like they put a lot of money into this game.
Hey, Becky. Ignore him.
Calvary?
Everyone knows he only reported you because you're the biggest target.
Glad to know my accomplishments have earned me something.
You doing okay?
Damn, some of these games don't look like real. They just gotta get the skin texture down and stuff. I didn't really listen, so
No.
I'm just gonna do this.
No, not really. I feel like it's some big cosmic joke that Dick has my future in his sweaty little hands.
I know it feels like that, but they got nothing. So just lay low, keep a wide berth of cavalry. It'll blow over.
I'm flexing on camera. I gotta work out somewhere. That was just so. I was just fucking around. I wasn't being serious. You know what? She seems sarcastic.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
Detective Marnie, we have a word in my office.
Of course, every girl's gonna have a good butt in the game, right? It's gotta be that way. I'm not complaining.
Look,
Saying-
Marnie, I'm not supposed to comment on
Where's my mic
ongoing
at?
internal affairs investigation, but
Oh, my mic's even
if it starts
working.
affecting my best detective,
I think I have it set
I'm
right.
sorry, sir.
I think it's
Nick,
down
don't
away
apologize.
from the mic to make it on. I think
you're a
so.
good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
I don't know if
Thank you
it's
for
really
believing in me,
close to my
sir.
mouth, though. I think it should be like over here, you
know,
know?
sometimes feels like we don't have a choice.
Close to
in
the
these
mouth
things.
so that it picks up better.
You do. You got me?
Yes, of course.
I want to
I
believe
feel
that.
weird playing with my phone.
But I know the trapper's set for execution in 48 hours.
But also, you gotta think, like, you
It's
don't
a
want
heavy
to
load.
drain your
Knowing you
batteries
sent
on
someone
your
to death
phone,
row,
you know?
I don't want you to be
Play a
distracted.
game. I can easily just flick back and forth the controller. Why, you know, come on, let me see something. Why can't I just flick back and forth the controller? I wonder if there's settings to change that.
Finn's execution can't come soon enough.
A whole lot of folks agree. I know I do.
I'm gonna guess none of those folks are looking forward to a good night's sleep as much as I am.
Hmm?
The fact that he's still breathing keeps me up at night.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
It can be tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
We'll be optimistic.
I know how to get what I need. Call you after.
Into the mind of the crazy man.
Your attorney says you've got something you want to share with me? You've got 5 minutes. Piss around and I'm out of here.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
You believe him?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive.
You can't forgive your abusers once you've put them in the ground. Forgiveness doesn't work like that.
I didn't kill anyone!
Finn, calm down.
Calm? I'm about to fucking die! And nobody will know the truth.
What do you mean? What truth?
I'm gonna die a liar. A dirty, sinning liar.
Truth about what?
The confession, the murders, everything!
Oh, so now you didn't kill them? The chaplain, the orderly? Then who did?
Frustrated.
Adam Jones?
Adam was my friend at the orphanage. Things we'd been through together, who could blame him for killing them?
I'll be curious.
I'm listening, but you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close. Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, 'cause I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a henhouse. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
I'm not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam? Now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
Story.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, It's better if I draw you a map.
I'll be sarcastic.
You gonna draw me a treasure map?
All I can do is point you in the right direction, but,
Nope. You got words. Use it.
I kinda need to show you myself, you know?
Curious.
So let's say you're telling the truth. You don't know where he is now. Sounds to me like he's left you high and dry.
I know what Adam's like. The kind of places he hangs around.
Settle down.
We could go together, check it out.
You gotta give me more than that, or you ain't going nowhere.
I can't take it! I'm not supposed to be here! It's not supposed to go like this!
Finn! Stop it!
This is insane. Adam told me this wouldn't happen. He told me I'd be out by now. He promised!
If this is all true, I will make sure you don't die a liar, okay? I will look into Adam Jones. If he's out there, I'll find him.
He seems like he's telling the truth.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Look, I know where you're going with this, and it's not gonna work. There's no way they're letting Finn out. It's too flimsy.
I know. That's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
Not enough to overturn.
Finn is not a good man. But if he dies, and you didn't do everything in your power to make sure he is the trapper, could you live with yourself?
I'll be supportive.
Yeah. You're right. Let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet.
I'm supposed to be like right here, but the camera didn't focus on me.
Thank you so much for seeing me so quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
I have doubts,
Skeptical.
but we do have a record of an Adam Jones at the orphanage, same time as Finn.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
I'm not sure what the truth is, but I know it's out there, and we need time to find it.
Apparently, you need to release a convicted serial killer to find it.
Just long enough to lead the police to Adam Jones.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
Not my place
I
to choose.
don't think it's my place to make that kind of decision, sir.
I'm sorry, Miss Graves, but Finn has gotten into your head once, and he's doing it again. He's clearly a desperate man, just dredging up anything he can from his past to delay the inevitable. There's just not enough here for me to take any action. Finn stays put. The execution will go on as planned.
Hey, Lana.
No go, huh?
Yeah, Vanstone's
so
mind's
far, it's
made
like all
up.
story.
All right. There's one more thing you can do for me.
I feel like you're running out of favors here.
The police and homicide won't talk to me. They think I'm just as bad as my
Now
client.
imagine because you play the
But they'll
phone
talk to you.
that you
I
don't
don't know.
fucking
I'm
move
not
around
sure homicide will
until
talk to me
dawn.
either.
It's over in a couple hours either way. For Finn.
God damn it. Fine. I'll let you know how it goes. And I need a raise.
Then you should have gone into corporate law. Don't you know that crime doesn't pay?
See? People start calling the phone when you're playing a game?
Yeah.
No. Dumb idea, phone. Only other players should have the phone. Main player, controller. I want to walk around. I want to look at stuff. I want to investigate. You know, that's what I thought this game was going to be, and I'm really disappointed. Hopefully it gets cool somehow. Besides just watching a story. I can watch a damn movie if I want to.
Sounds like a load of fresh horse manure. Case is airtight. We caught him in the act, for Christ's sake. You want to tell me why, exactly, we should be listening to that scumbag?
A man's about to die,
I'm sorry to
motherfucker.
spring this on you. We all want the same thing. A man is about to be put to death, and we need to make sure he deserves it.
Oh, Jonathan Finn deserves it. Of that I am sure.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
I think there's something there. I just want to put this thing to rest before Finn's put to rest. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I'd remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn?
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence
Looking at different
because
people's
Mr.
things.
Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze?
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. This case is closed. Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas, he hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
Oh, why is there still more shit to look at?
I think I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her. We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the Trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
Three weeks prior to the arrest. Alright. I still can't believe you don't have the option to play with the controller. Search area first. Makes sense, right? Don't just like walk into some fucking trailer without searching the area a little bit. That's what you're dealing with. Especially when you're by yourself. Yeah. In the comments, does she look familiar? Who is she? Is she an actress?
This is 609 on the CFVIP. Open exit on the highway. No perp. I'm gonna make an entry to the trailer.
Maybe they all are.
609 acknowledged. Caution advised.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. Use your pointer to highlight the clues before the timer runs out. Some of these clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
What the hell? It's not really gameplay. Come on. Come on, move. I found some shit. Some bomb making equipment. Things go boom. Oh shit. Shoot that dude. Just shoot. Don't even look. Just shoot. Who cares what it is? Just shoot it. It sounds like a kid. Maybe a female? Tied up with a bomb?
Help me. Please. Okay. Okay, okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh God, please help me, please. What's happening?
You got patience to play this game, seriously. That's gonna help the victim. Now they're going crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna remove
kind of
the timer.
psychopath or something, not gonna help you.
Oh God! Oh my God, get me out of there! Ah!
Shh, calm down, please.
Hurry!
Oh, shit.
Alright. Looks like I have more shit to look at. The hell is the game frozen? I have a feeling that you don't walk around in this game, that you don't ever move like until dawn, and that's really disappointing because it really made it more immersive. The fact that you use a controller to walk around, look for stuff, you know, and just but I like the button time sequences and stuff. And if you didn't get it right, sometimes people died. Like that was awesome. Look at that, game's frozen. That's what it seems like, don't it? Camera's still working. I'm looking at TV. Okay, I'm gonna try to pause and unpause it. I don't know what's going on.
Well, at least we only had one casualty that night.
Not that it did a lot of good.
There we go.
Social worker was killed in a hit and run a few weeks later.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Finn must have seen you coming. Cut out before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
Let's go curious.
How did Finn get away?
I tried to lock down the perimeter, but Finn was long gone by the time backup arrived.
So how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered them as the Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him, Dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Detective, but your attitude is not helping.
I'm sorry. Last I checked, this was my case. And I got my guy convicted. Who the fuck are you to question my competency?
I'm a district attorney. Are you finished?
The Trapper case shook everyone up. I think we've poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Or anything else we can help you with?
I'll be polite.
All right, I've heard enough. Thank you, everyone, for hearing me out.
And thank you for eating up our entire afternoon with this shit.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful.
I'll be friendly.
Oh, hey, what are you doing tonight?
I feel like I'm playing a game.
What? I've got a huge stack of
I'm
files at my
selecting
apartment.
stuff.
Not gonna be able to get through it on my own.
Fun.
You know, I think I'll take a pass. We'll let you know if anything comes up.
Fair enough. Have a good one.
These are the guys that made Until Dawn, right? Because that was an awesome game. Indigo Prophecy. I want a game like that again. That was awesome.
Huh. A rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh. Local undertaker, drunk, no apparent connection to Las Palmas
I got new fucking shit on
orphanage.
here.
After the murder, the trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay. Orderly at Las Palmas, drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch and sayonara. Third target, Father Rominsky. The trapper had sewn explosives inside his body wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd precinct.
Really disappointed so far in this game.
Including
nothing like
Detective
Until Dawn.
Martin.
You don't use a controller.
Were the
You have to
initial
be everything
victims
on
just
here.
a smokescreen?
So
And
there's
the
no
real
moving
targets,
around or anything.
the 3rd precinct police?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Why would he target them?
You can't see anyone.
Contacts.
Who would you like to call? Right behind me. Call Sergeant Riggs. I'm gonna call Becky, I guess.
Becky Marnie.
Calling Becky Marnie.
Hi, Detective Marnie. This is Felicity Graves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry for calling so late, but I've just been going over the case files and... Do you mind if I run a theory by you?
Sure. Hit me.
So what do you do?
I found some file photos of rat traps at the crime scenes.
Yeah. That was the trapper's sick little calling card. We kept that detail out of the press.
Do you think it's possible that the real targets in each of the trapper killings were actually the first responding officers?
I suppose it's possible.
You don't sound too sure.
Well, what do you want me to say? We were all dirty?
I'm not accusing you, I'm just... Well, if you could tell me anything else that might help.
There's nothing to tell.
Okay. Sorry to bother you.
Have a good night, Miss Graves.
Another note, Trapper was Detective Calvary's case, yet Marnie arrested Finn. Something about the tension today between Calvary and Marnie feels like it runs deeper than they were letting on. Something seems fishy.
It just pretty much tells you what just happened. That's all the hint was.
This is 125
Babe, go out there and get her,
1016.
make her stop barking.
Make an entry.
All Pomeranian, and she's all buff. Come here, Pomeranian. Come here, Pixel. Pixel.
This is the police.
Sadie.
Anyone here?
No, not Sadie. Not Sadie. I didn't say Sadie. I said Pixel. Your name is not Pixel. Come, Pixel. Ah, good pup-ups. Look at little fox. Yeah, she looks like a little fox. Look at her. Look at the camera. Oh, little fox. She's so cool. Yeah. Little fox puppies. Want a treat?
See, like, our dog only barks for like 2 minutes.
Oh, dear God.
Is that dog still barking?
Sir,
Out there, he started barking.
can you hear me?
Unfortunately, they took our address and my name, and I said that we want to remain anonymous.
Hey, what's going on?
We got a problem.
What?
Victim's a cop.
What? What happened?
I was still trying to put that together. Call came in and there was a body. Responder showed up, body was rigged. Trapper style.
Police? Who? How?
It's cavalry.
What? No, that doesn't that's ridiculous.
They're still sorting through the mess. Becky.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, would you please
Calvary was
stay
murdered
clear
while
of my
in the
working
company
area?
of an unidentified
Thank
prostitute.
you.
The murder
Piece together, it seems like
no, the murder fitted the
Calvary brought a
MO of the
prostitute.
top serial killer.
Brought it back here where, you know.
Track her down?
Only got a partial description. 20s, brunette.
Great.
Calvary put a whole clip in that wall, didn't hit one thing. Only blood here's his. And Los Montesinos.
The responder?
Calvary's body was rigged. Traps.
Fuck.
It's still on 71. It doesn't feel like it really got much warmer in here. Is it really cold outside?
Yeah. What's crazy is that their dog is
Oh wait,
barking
shit.
right now, and they're
I'm
out
supposed to be
front.
searching for clues.
Just sitting in their front yard.
That is so not fun. Stupid.
That's a whole clip. If someone cut his throat from behind, why would he fire this way? And if they did it from the front, why would he miss? Oh God. It's really him.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Becky, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you this. Where were you last night?
I'll be relaxed.
I was home.
Alone?
Yeah? So?
Shit.
What?
You need to be very, very careful how you handle this.
Why?
You gotta make sure you account for all your whereabouts. Everyone knows how you and Calvary felt about each other.
Tom.
You have to be careful.
You are unbelievable.
I'm trying to help you.
No, you know what? You can go fuck yourself, Tom.
Yeah. She said. The F-bomb. I earned a trophy for the F-bomb. The hell kind of trophy is that?
Oh my God.
That's the end of part 1. Check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on.
Fix yourself a drink? It's trying to get kids to get drunk while playing video games? They're gonna get sued for that shit. Not by me, I'm just saying. Somebody. Simon was almost killed by a trap rigged by Jack Calvary's body. Okay. We just saw that. He became suspicious of Becky following. Okay. A prostitute was with Jack Calvary on the night he was murdered. Could she be involved somehow? Ooh. Alibi. Becky didn't provide a good alibi. Alibi. Becky didn't provide a good alibi for the night of Calvary's murder. Stupid. That was probably my choice that I did wrong. And boom. Continue. The hell is it? What? Downloading? You serious? Oh my God. Wow. So it didn't download the whole game right away? That's stupid. That's why it's like, go fix yourself a drink. So anyway, that ends this broadcast, folks. So far, the story is kind of cool and intriguing, but the gameplay, like compared to Until Dawn, like what the hell were they thinking?